9:50 a.m. WEJM, where we play the latest and the greatest in Sunday gospel all day long. The inspirational charms, yes, praise him anyway. Chicago Travelers, lift him up. Sandra Couch, completely yes, and Walter Hawkins at the very top singing Be Grateful. Yes, we have so much to be grateful for, don't we? Good afternoon. How are you? Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Zelda Robinson, and I'll be here with you until 6 this evening. I've got great gospel in store for you today. It's 2:22 on the Gospel Connection. There is a heat advisory in effect. The heat index is 106 degrees. Now, you know that is awfully hot. Hot and humid is what the weather forecast is. High in the 90s today. It will be cooling off a little bit tonight down into the mid-70s, and there is a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms to start your work week out with. High in the 90s tomorrow. Right now in Torrance Avenue, it's 96 degrees. On Lakeshore Drive, it's 97, and on the lakefront. And on your radio, it's your gospel sister Zelda with 94 degrees, 223. More great gospel headed your way coming up this hour as we start the 2 o'clock hour off with Tremaine Hawkins. A new one from Donna Lawrence and the Tri-City Singers and the Reverend James Moore. Here's Walt Whitman and the Soul Children of the Gospel Connection, 9:50 a.m. WEJM, where we play the latest and the greatest in gospel all day long. That's Donna Lawrence and the Tri-City Singers on the Gospel Connection, 9:50 a.m. WEJM. That one's titled Stranger. I thought you'd like that. Tremaine Hawkins before that, I Still Want You. And Walt Whitman at the very top singing Say No. The new one from Hezekiah Walker, this jam and gospel remixes, and Anointed, as we continue with the Reverend James Moore on the Gospel Connection, 9:50 a.m. WEJM. Stephanie Mills on the Gospel Connection, 9:50 a.m. WEJM, where we play the latest and the greatest in Sunday gospel all day long. That's a double play of Stephanie singing He Cares and Sweeping Through the City. The Winans before that, All He Ever Been Was Good, and Vanessa Bell Armstrong at the very top singing Something on the Inside. Yes, and the inside is a great place to be right about now. It is scorching outside, and if you were outside yesterday at the Bud Billiken Parade, I am sure that you got a taste of what it was like. There were people, I had no idea that ambulances were on the scene and that people were falling out all over the place. I didn't know that until I read that in Sunday's paper. So it just goes to show you, yes, the heat advisory is still in effect. The heat index is up to 106, and there's a lot of cooling centers around the city of Chicago, and if you are out in the heat and you don't have air, you need somewhere to get to, please call the Department of Human Services at 312-744-5829. There are cooling centers all over the city, the north side, west side, southwest side, central west. There's no excuse for you to be hot. All you have to do is call that number, 312-744-5829. There's cooling centers just waiting for you to come. Okay, well, for the station that plays the greatest in gospel all day long. It's hot and humid, yes, and it's not going to get any better, but it may be cooling off into the 70s tonight, so we do look forward to. There's some relief in the air finally. And to start your work week out with tomorrow, there's a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms, but it will be back up into the 90s. Oh, yes, it will. Right now in East Chicago, it's 96 degrees. On South Costner, it's 98. And on your radio, it's Zelda Robinson with a lovely 94 degrees. We'll be looking for this weather come January, okay? It's 3:22. On the Gospel Connection, more great gospel headed your way from the Florida Mass Choir, Shirley Caesar Live, and the Mighty Clouds of Joy as we continue with Daryl Coley on the Gospel Connection, 9:50 a.m. WEJM. Daryl Coley 3:30 on the Gospel Connection, 9:50 a.m. WEJM, singing the 91st Psalm. It's 3:30 on the Gospel Connection, and I've got a CD or a cassette for Shirley Caesar. Yes, when you hear Shirley Caesar, be my ninth caller at 708-895-1400, and I've got some good music for you. That's my ninth caller when you hear Shirley Caesar at 708-895-1400 on the Gospel Connection. Good luck. The Mighty Clouds of Joy on the Gospel Connection, 9:50 a.m. WEJM, singing Pray For Me. That's for Betty Miller over at Operation Push. Shirley Caesar before that, waiting patiently. Oh, by the way, I wanted to remind you that the Mighty Clouds of Joy are coming to Chicago September 9th at the UIC. Is Monday morning a struggle to get out of bed, into the swing of things? Well, don't worry, you are not alone. Join us for thought-provoking, stimulating, and mindful conversations on higher learning with Zelda Speaks for your Monday morning mindfulness session on Blog Talk Radio, The Female Solution, Mondays, 7:30 until 9 a.m. Be sure and send your ideas, thoughts, comments, and suggestions. Experience mindfulness moments with the Mindfulness/Stress Relief Coach, Zelda Speaks. And thanks for sharing the Mindfulness Moment tip of the day. Stay on purpose, stay empowered, and stay tuned to your next session of Mindfulness on Higher Learning with Zelda Speaks. Make it a mindful day. Reunion at Racine and Harrison, along with Willie Neal and the Gospel Keynote, the William Brothers, the Christianeers. Oh, there's just a host of good gospel here. Otis Clay, the Reverend Milton Brunson and the Tommies, Universal Jubilaires, Deacon Burton and the Victory Travels, the Gospel 4. If you'd like information, there's just so much here. Please call 312-247-6514. Once again, I'll slow down so you can grab pen and piece of paper and take your time to write it down. For information about the Mighty Cloud of Joy coming to Chicago September 10th, call 312-247-6514. And if you didn't get that number, you can always call me here at the station, 708-895-1400. Before that, Shirley Caesar singing Waiting Patiently from her latest CD. And I'd like to say congratulations to Mallory Stivey on the north side of Chicago. Yes, she won a cassette of Shirley Caesar's latest, and that is, the whole CD is just wonderful. You are going to have yourself a good time, you and Shirley Caesar alone. Thank you so much for calling, and for those of you who didn't win, just keep listening and keep trying. I've got more to give away. It's I didn't say from the Florida Mass Choir. Holy, let me not forget Sharon Lloyd and David Dean. Thank you so much for calling and requesting that. I enjoy that as much as you do. It's 3:55 on the Gospel Connection. WEJM wants to remind you that Campbell Ministries presents the 9th annual Come As You Are Outdoor Gospel Music Festival. Yes, we must get one good, great one in before the summer is over. It's coming up Saturday, August 26th at the South Shore Country Club. I'll be co-hosting that, and I'll hope to see you there from 12 noon until 10 p.m. at 7059 South Shore Drive in Chicago. Now, this is an all-day family-oriented event with a wide variety of activities, just food and vendors and just non-stop gospel all day long. There's young adult choirs and adult choirs, groups and solos. Now, these are just a few names, just so you'll have an idea of what I'm talking about. Ron Barrett, Angie Spivey, and the voices of 1 Corinthians, Reed's Temple Choir, Percy Gray, and a special Gray Boy showcase, AARC Mass Choir, the New City Mass Choir, Chicago's own Mass Choir, the Family Altar Choir, Andrea Patterson and the Shop Choir. Oh, there's just so many. There's so many. There's just a list of them here. I can't read them all to you. If you'd like more information, you're invited to come out. Churches, civic organizations, and the general public, you're invited to come out and share this exciting annual summertime event. If you'd like more information, please call 312-667-9761. That's 667-9761. There is...
My name is Julie Myrista. I'm with the American Heart Association, and we have been up to our ears in sweetened beverage tax, so I so much appreciated the 5-minute meditation today that allowed me to get back to my center, take a few deep breaths, and really focus on what's important.
Shalom and good God morning, and thank you for joining me today on blogtalkradio.com, The Female Solution. It's your Monday morning mindfulness with Zelda Speaks. Mindfulness stress release coach. I'm just here to make your day better. Just so much to do. It's almost over. Can you believe that? Well, I don't want to let it go, but I guess we got it. Okay, it's 3:57 on the Gospel Connection. More great gospel headed your way.
9:58, yeah.
It's 4 o'clock. Good afternoon, and welcome to Sunday Gospel. I'm Zelda Robinson. If you just joined me, thanks so much for tuning in. I've got great music in store for you this afternoon. If you're out and about and driving or cooking in the kitchen, just heating up all over the place, it's okay. I've got something to cool you off from Lisa Scott, Kirk Franklin and the Family, and a new one from New Joy as we continue the 4 o'clock hour with Salt of the Earth on the Gospel Connection, 950 AM, EJM. Hezekiah Walker with Clean Inside on the Gospel Connection, 950 AM WEJM, where we play the latest and the greatest in gospel music all day long. That's for Brother Max Benford in Dalton, Illinois. Lisa Scott before that, You Got Me Dancing. That's for Bernadette on North Marshfield on the north side of Chicago. And from the request line, Salt of the Earth, Order of My Steps. What He's done for me. Yes, we had a double play. Is something going on there? Everything's okay? Hello? Just saying hello to the security guys. Just checking in. Yes, I feel safe. I sure do. It's 4:20 in the afternoon. Weather for the station that plays the greatest in gospel all day long. Yes, the heat advisory is still in full force. It is hot, hot, and more hot. So you just stay on inside. I've got plenty of good music to keep you company and to cool you off. It's still in the 90s, but it will be cooling off tonight down into the mid-70s. And tomorrow, to start your work week off with, there is a chance, a 40% chance, as a matter of fact, of showers and thunderstorms in the low 90s tomorrow. Right now on Howard Street, it's 95 degrees. On Torrance Avenue, it's 98. And on your radio, it's Zelda with a lovely 94 degrees. Yes, I love it. Ah, it's that time of the year. And it's time for more great gospel coming up from Helen Baylor, Ben Tankett, and the Chicago Mass Choir as we continue with Kirk Franklin and the Family on the Gospel Connection, 950 AM WEJM, where we play the latest and the greatest in gospel music all day long. Enjoy, won't you? Ooh, I like that song, don't you? That's Donald Lawrence and the Tri-City.
Hey, this is Bill Walsh with the Power Team Success TV Network. I am so honored that I have an amazing speaker, a gifted author that literally is taking the world by storm with her message. Zelda Robinson, how are you?
I'm wonderful.
Gosh, we're so honored to have you on the show. So maybe you could share with some of the promoters around the country and individuals thinking about booking you to speak. Just a bit of your background would be great.
Well, I worked 20 years in radio. I retired from radio. But that radio career turned into motivational speaking.
Yeah.
And as a result of that, I got into television. But there was always something in the back of my mind. You've got a message. You need to go back and share that. So I started back, and this is the place to be with the International Power Team so that I can get my message across.
And so when you do speak at a lot of events, right, what are a few of your main speaking topics that you like to share with audiences?
Well, the main topics I like to share are for entrepreneurs and for business owners who have a daily struggle of thoughts coming into their head about what they can and cannot do. I have a mindfulness training program, a system that will help you get to where you need to be.
And I'm sure a lot of entrepreneurs face that.
Oh,
I'm sure a lot of small business go through that challenge. And of course, if you're listening today and you're looking for a great speaker of the book, she owns this space, she lives in it every day, and she's helping a lot of individuals have that big breakthrough. So what would you say when you do and you go speak at these events, what would you say is the one big takeaway the audience walks away with? If there was like an aha moment that they would have, that they'd say, oh my gosh, I learned so much from it. This is one of the big things that I learned.
Well, one of the greatest gifts that I have is mindfulness, and that's learning how the brain functions so that you don't beat up on yourself, all those negative thoughts that you have. You learn how the brain functions and how to not cover up, but replace those negative thoughts with positive thoughts. And there's a whole process. It's a system.
That's pretty awesome. I know you travel around, you're willing to speak globally, whether it's local, national, regional, it doesn't matter, you're there. I know you're excited about getting that message out there. What is the best way for promoters watching this video today, or someone's watching the video, that they could get some more information about you?
Just look at the website at the bottom of the screen. That's how you can contact me.
That's awesome. And all you got to do, once again, if you're looking for a great speaker, she's definitely the one. You'll love her at your event. And I can tell you that I'm excited to see you change even more lives.
Thank you so
Congratulations.
much.
Thanks for being on the Power Team, Success TV Network.
Gospel Connection, 9:50 a.m. WEJM. When Sunday comes. That's for Miss Mamie Strong. I have to catch myself. I have to compose myself. I feel like I played that one for me. Helen Baylor before that. From the request line, can you reach my friend? That's for Cornell McClellan over there at Eye Catchers on North Peoria in Chicago. My personal trainer. Oh, thank this man for helping me to lean out these thighs and hips. I tell you, you have no idea what it feels like to be able to fit into an outfit you bought a year and a half ago that you couldn't wear. But now you can. Yes, it feels good. So don't give up just because you can't fit it. There is help. All you need to do is just do a little bit walking, a little bit training. It'll take you a long way. Okay. Kirk Franklin and the family before that. Reason Why I Sing. From the request line, that's for Chinta Strasberg from The Defender, and also for her cousin Kat, who's in town visiting, who's also a dancer with the Princess Lee dances. Yes? Ooh, that is so nice. I danced once upon a time. That's why I now have to train, because I stopped dancing. But that's okay, too. Just keep the spirits up and just keep on moving. It's 4:38 on the Gospel Connection. I've got two tickets for the first annual Roseland Community Hospital Art Fair that's coming up this Thursday from 5 until 8 in the evening. If you'll be my ninth caller at 708-895-1400, I've got a set of tickets for you. My ninth caller at 708-895-1400. As we continue with more great gospel, yes, guess what? I've got some more tickets, too, for a great play, a great gospel play that's coming up. I'll tell you about that in the 5 o'clock hour. As we continue with the Chicago Mass Choir and New Joy. It's the Clark Sisters on the Gospel Connection, 9:50 a.m. WEJM, where we play the latest and the greatest in gospel music all day long. It's the Clark Sisters.
Some of you may remember this. Some of you may not.
Chicago Mass Choir, The Lord is My Life. On the Gospel Connection, 9:50 a.m. WEJM, where we play the latest and the greatest in Sunday gospel all day long. See, you don't have to go to church on Sunday. You can stay right where you are. We bring Sunday church to you. The Clark Sisters before that with Miracle from the request line. That's for Brenda Moss on the west side of Chicago. It's 4:50. 10 minutes before the 5 o'clock hour, I'd like to say congratulations to my ninth caller, Linda Prophet on the north side of Chicago, who has won 2 tickets to the Roseland Community Hospital Art Fair that's coming up this Thursday from 5 until 8 p.m. at 55th and Lake Shore Drive. Linda, I'm sure you'll have a good time. You'll let us know how it was. Oh, I'll be there, too. I forgot about that. I hope to see you out there. Also, I'd like to say happy birthday to Angela Kelly in Hazelcrest. Thank you so much for calling, and thank you so much for listening. You know, next week is No Crime Day in Washington Park. from 4 until 6 p.m. I'll be out there, and I hope to see you at the 106 Jam's radio station booth. So I look forward to seeing you there. Also, next week I'll have tickets for you for a great gospel play with a powerful message that's coming to town September 5th through September 10th. It's called My Grandmother Prayed for Me at the Chicago Theater. This is a Joe Meacham production, and I will have tickets next week, so you be sure and listen. You gotta listen to win, okay? It's 4:51. 9 minutes before the 5 o'clock hour. We've got another glorious hour together as we continue with New Joy on the Gospel Connection, 9:50 a.m. WEJM, where we play the latest and the greatest in gospel music all day long. Let me know how you like this one.
AM, WEJM Chicago, your Sunday Gospel Connection.
Good afternoon, and welcome to the Gospel Connection. I'm Zelda Robinson. Thank you so much for joining me. Ooh, we got too much comedy this afternoon. As we continue in the 5 o'clock hour with Ben Tankard, Vicki Winans, and the Reverend Timothy Wright, and the Chicago Interdenominational Mass Choir. As we kick off the 5 o'clock hour with BB and CC Winans from their latest CD. Sit back, relax, and let the Spirit move you on the Gospel Connection. No trouble does not last always. That's the Reverend Timothy Wright on the Gospel Connection, 9:50 a.m. WEJM. That's for Deacon Henry Jones on the west side of Chicago. Vicki Winans before that with Work It Out. That's a hot one. Ben Tankard, Play Me in Your Key. That's for Vivian Bradley on West Wilson in Chicago. Also, BB and CC Winans at the very top, singing both night and day. Ooh, are we having a good time here this afternoon? Church right here. Yes, it's 5:20 on the Gospel Connection. More great gospel headed your way. But first, weather for the station that plays the greatest in gospel also lets you know that there's still a heat advisory still in effect. It will be warm and humid tonight, cooling off finally down to about 70 degrees tonight, but back up into the 90s tomorrow. So if you really don't have to go out, don't go out. And if you do go out, try to get somewhere where it's cool. Is Monday morning a struggle to get out of bed into the swing of things? Well, don't worry, you are not alone. Join us for thought-provoking, stimulating, and mindful conversations on higher learning with Zelda Speaks for your Monday morning mindfulness sessions on Blog Talk Radio, The Female Solution, Mondays, 7:30 until 9 a.m. Be sure and send your ideas, thoughts, comments, and suggestions. Experience mindfulness moments with the Mindfulness/Stress Relief Coach, Zelda Speaks. And thanks for sharing the Mindfulness Moment tip of the day. Stay on purpose, stay empowered, and stay tuned to your next session of Mindfulness on Higher Learning with Zelda Speaks. Make it a mindful day. Right now in Oak Park, it's 94 degrees. In Wicker Park, it's 97. And on your radio, it's Zelda, trying to cool you off with a lovely 93 degrees with more music from William Beckton from the Request Line, Angela Spivey and the Voices of Victory, and Ron Canoli. On the Gospel Connection, 9:50 a.m. WEJM, where we play the latest and the greatest in Sunday gospel all day long. The request lines are open, 708-895-1400 to get your last request in. On the Gospel Connection, here's Yolanda Adams.
There's no pain, Jesus.
On the Gospel Connection, 9:50 a.m. WEJM. Yes, we are playing some good gospel music up in here this afternoon. Oh, I hate to leave you. It just sounds so good. But don't worry, I'll be back next week. Yes, we'll be playing more of the same. Ron Canoli before that, Lift Him Up. And Angela Spivey and the Voices of Victory singing Lift Up Jesus. That's for Tiana Briggs, who called in. Thank you so much for calling in with all your requests this afternoon. I do apologize if I wasn't able to get to all of them, but call me early next week and we'll see if we can get them in for you, okay? Be sure to listen next week. I'll have tickets for a great gospel play with a powerful message. It's called My Grandmother Prayed for Me, and that's going to be going on September 5th through the 10th at the Chicago Theater. So be sure and stay tuned next week. There is so much going on next week. There's a health festival August 18th, 19th, and 20th at the Hyde Park Career Academy. It's 6220 South Stony Island in Chicago. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, there's all kinds of local entertainment, including Oscar Brown Jr., and Sunday, there's an all-day gospel concert. If you'd like to get more information, feel free to call 312-779-9199, but it's absolutely free of charge, so just come on out and have a good time. I'll probably be there Sunday when I leave the station here. And also, coming up next Saturday at 6:30, it's the first-year anniversary musical celebration in the beautiful sanctuary of the Apostolic Assembly of the Lord Jesus Christ at 10708-11 South Vincennes in Chicago. Now, that's next Saturday with the Reverend H.B. Berry, who's the coordinator there. So if you'd like to contact him, go out and have a good time. Some of the guests that will be there is Sister Ethel Holloway, the Harvey Memorial Community Church, Brother Daryl Jack Jackson, the Christian gentleman in plenty of other special guests, including your presence. Love to have you there. Need more information? Call H.P. Berry Jr. at 708-333-1569. That's 708-333-1569. I don't know where to tell you. There's just so much going on. Also, don't forget to join me on August 26th, Come As You Are Outdoor Musical Festival at the South Shore Country Club at 7059 South Shore Drive. That's from noon until 10 p.m. There will be plenty of gospel artists out there, so just plan to spend your day with me, okay? Also, I'll see you this coming Saturday, August 19th. It's at 12 noon until 7 p.m. I thought I'd get a chance to take the day off and celebrate my birthday, which is the 20th, the day before, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. I've got to work Saturday and Sunday, but I love it. I love playing this music for you, so I have no complaints. So be sure and join me Saturday in Washington Park from 12 noon until 7 p.m. You can stop by the 106 Jams booth between 4 and 6, and I'll be there. So come on out and support our No Crime Day, Black on Black Love with a host of celebrities and supporters. Look forward to seeing you there. Thank you so much for keeping me company this afternoon. I'm Zelda Robinson. I'll see you back next week from 2 until 6 p.m. on the Gospel Connection. Be good, take care of yourself, wear a smile on your face all week long, and know that your good awaits you as I leave you with the Reverend Al Green on the Gospel Connection, 9:50 a.m. WEJM. Good night.
Won't you stop and follow us in the street? You can make a plan.
This is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. 9:50 a.m. WEJM.
Make up! Put those hands together all across the building tonight. Let the devil know that you encourage. Let him know that you encourage. Let him know. Hallelujah. I don't know about you tonight, but somebody may be crying, but I come to let you know that God can make it all right.
Hey, this is Bill Walsh with the Power Team, Success TV Network. I am so honored that I have an amazing speaker, a gifted author, that Lily is taking the world by storm with her message. Zelda Robinson, how are you?
I'm wonderful.
Gosh,
Thank you
we're
so
so
much for having
honored
me.
to have you on the show. So maybe you could share with some of the promoters around the country and individuals who are thinking about booking you to speak, just a bit of your background would be great.
Well, I worked 20 years in radio. I retired from radio. But that radio career turned into motivational speaking.
Yep.
And as a result of that, I got into television. But there was always something in the back of my mind. You've got a message. You need to go back and share that. So I started back, and this is the place to be with the International Power Team so that I can get my message across.
And so when you do speak at a lot of events, right, what are a few of your main speaking topics that you like to share with audiences?
Well, the main topics I like to share are for entrepreneurs and for business owners who have a daily struggle of thoughts coming into their head about what they can and cannot do. I have a mindfulness training program, a system that will help you get to where you need to be.
And I'm sure a lot of entrepreneurs face that.
Oh,
I'm sure a lot of small business go through that challenge. And of course, if you're listening today and you're looking for a great speaker of the book, she owns this space, she lives in it every day, and she's helping a lot of individuals have that big breakthrough. So what would you say when you do and you go speak at these events, what would you say is the one big takeaway the audience walks away with? If there was like an aha moment that they would have that they'd say, oh my gosh, I learned so much from it. This is one of the big things that I learned.
Well, one of the greatest gifts that I have is mindfulness, and it's learning how the brain functions so that you don't beat up on yourself, all those negative thoughts that you have. You learn how the brain functions and how to not cover up, but replace those negative thoughts with positive thoughts. And there's a whole process. It's a system.
That's pretty awesome. I know you travel around, you're willing to speak globally, whether it's local, national, regional, it doesn't matter, you're there. I know you're excited about getting that message out there. What is the best way for promoters watching this video today, or someone's watching the video, that they could get some more information about you?
Just look at the website at the bottom of the screen. That's how you can contact me.
That's awesome. And all you got to do, once again, if you're looking for a great speaker, she's definitely the one. You'll love her at your event. And I can tell you that I'm excited to see you change even more lives.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations. Thanks for being on the Power Team, Success TV Network.
It's impossible to see, but God is gonna work it out if you just believe. Remember this one thing while you're going through. If God delivered Daniel, guess what? He'll do the same for you. Hey, no matter what's going on, no matter what's going on, he'll make it all right. Said it in his word. Gotta stay strong. Be encouraged. No matter what's going on. No matter what's going on. He'll make it all right. That's what he said. That's what he said. He told me. Hold on. Trouble don't last always. These trials are just a test. These trials. Just a test of your faith.